Hey y'all, I'm Kris and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are going to prep one of the side dishes for a big party I'm getting ready to have for Cinco de Mayo. And it's going to be street corn casserole. So I don't know if you've ever been to Texas or Mexico, and on the street they have these corn on the cob. They put a stick in it, and then, or maybe some of the fairs have them too. And they dip it in mayonnaise and butter and all the things and roll it in tahini. And so what we're gonna do, instead of doing all that work, we're gonna stick it in a casserole because we need to make sure it's worth it, cost-wise and time-wise. So stick around, I hope you enjoy the recipe. Okay, y'all, my dishwasher's running, so if you hear the dishwasher, sorry. We are going to start with a number 10 can of corn. And I wish I had my commercial kitchen back where I could just like do that slam downy thing. Oh, that can opener was so awesome. This just makes your wrist hurt. Now, since we're not using fresh, we don't have any cooking liquid, so we're only going to use a little bit of this. So I'm going to drain some of this out. I think that's pretty good. All right, now we need our big girl bowl. This is the 20-quart bowl. And if we think this is too much liquid, we will pull some more. Oh no, I think that's good. Let's see how many servings are in this can. About 24. So we're gonna make this batch, and then if we feel like we need to make another batch, we'll make another batch. Now, this recipe is so stinking, let me see how much water we got. Oh yeah, that's good. This recipe is so stinking simple. What we're gonna add is some cotija cheese, if you don't have any. Usually Walmart carries this stuff. Now this is salty, so be careful. And then I'm gonna push the pause button because I need to go get, it looks about right. We're gonna do some tahini. Let's throw some tahini in there. Y'all, we went to Mexico and I had a martini rimmed in tahini, and I can't even remember what the name of the martini was, but I gotta figure that out because that stuff was good. This is just a classic tahini. We're gonna do a little bit for now, and then we're gonna go back and taste for flavor. Oh, that stuff smells so good. Okay, be right back. I gotta go get mayo. Okay, now remember y'all, this is for like 50 people. And that's 24 servings. Oh, what's the serving size? Half a cup. 24 servings. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, y'all. This is probably a half of the jar. Okay? I know. It's okay. Y'all gonna be all right. Now, when you go to like the street vendors and stuff, they add a bunch of stuff in here, but the basic recipe is pretty much what you're looking at. Now, what I think I'm gonna add in, just to make it really pretty and cool, is we're gonna add some cilantro in, and then I think I wanna add like fresh bell pepper and jalapeno. But literally this is street corn. Cheese, mayo, we need a little bit of butter. Forgot the butter. Butter makes everything better. Oh, hi. Tahini. Let's melt some butter, y'all. All the butter's melting. I took a little bite. It doesn't have enough flavor for me, so that's probably half of a jar of tahini. We're gonna probably add some Cholula in a minute, but I wanna get the butter in here first. And we are gonna serve this like a casserole, so we're gonna save and put the Cholula on top. Next thing I wanna do once we put the butter in, mix that in real good, then we're gonna chop up some bell pepper and jalapeno and get that in, just so we can have some color, because that's pretty bland looking. Oh, let me check for my melted butter. And we're going in with the melted butter. That's 2 sticks. Oh yes, everything's better with butter. And I had a little bit of the cheese left in that bag, so I just threw it in. Oh, now we're cooking. Now it's pretty. Okay, so that's your base. Now, say you would have got this at a, you'd have got it in a cup. They'd have put corn in, and then they put butter in, and then they would have put that mayonnaise mixture on top and then layered it. So instead of doing the cup thing, because it's a buffet that we're working on, we're gonna do it in a big vessel, and people can spoon out what they want and then top it with the Cholula if they want to. So let me get a spoon and taste this. Yes, that's what I want. Excellent. Perfecto. Now we're gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna chop up some vegetables and chuck them in the bowl. Now most people don't like heat, so I'm only gonna do, for that big old batch, 2 jalapenos, and I am gonna pull all the seeds out. Okay, here's your pro hack for the day. Spoon, jalapeno ribs. Stick it in here like this, if I can get it started, and scrape them out. Okay, come on. Scrape them out. There it goes. Whoop. And then go. Whoop. Comes right out. See? Whoop. How about them apples? Whoop. Comes right out. Little spoon trick. Okay. I gotta get these itty bitty, so they go everywhere. If somebody gets a big old bite, they don't freak out. We'll have to go back and cross chop this, which is okay. Okay. Let me get my one of the best kitchen gadgets on the planet, and it is not there. Oh, Greg put my dishes up. Where did it go? All right, Greg, where's my bench scraper? It is lost. If I was my bench scraper, where would Greg put it? Okay. I'm using my knife. I don't like doing this. Okay, look, I'm gonna go back here and put this in the bowl, because I need the space for the bell peppers. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like to cheek bell peppers. Some people like to cut them, but I like to cheek them and then get the bottom part if there is any. Not really. Oh no, that's not has any good parts. So I like to cheek my bell peppers. I feel like it gets the most. And how you cheek them is, you see how they grow? They grow in these little sections. So you go section to section, and that's where your next vein is, see? And it cuts the little guys off. See, and there's no vein, though I've screwed that one up a little bit, but. So I like to cheek them. See, and it leaves all the little parts you don't want intact. Oh, it's a good bottom. I'll take that bottom. Okay, I'm gonna cheek this one. Cool. All righty, we're gonna dice this up. Chuck it in the mixture. We can have a little bit rougher chop with this. I don't want the pepper pieces any bigger than the corn kernels though. Okay. There. You want it to be cut by yourself, you can be cut by yourself. I don't know about y'all, but bell pepper is one of my favorite vegetables. I just don't like paying $1 each for them. So in our garden in the back, we are growing bell peppers and lots of them. And I'm trying to figure out how to get more planted because we love bell peppers. We eat them a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through here and be a little picky. Anything that looks bigger than a piece of corn, I'm gonna make it smaller than a piece of corn. Yeah, we did good. There's a couple. There's one. All right, cool. And I'm gonna add this to the corn bowl, which is right behind me. Because I have no idea where my bench scraper's at. Okay. Oh, this is gonna look good, y'all. And it's gonna taste good. Okay, last but not least, cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, leave it out. Some people say it tastes like soap. I don't know. I think it's okay. I cut everything under the tag. Leave with the tag. Then we can fold this up any way you want to fold it. We're just gonna do, this whole little bunch might work for this one, because I'll reserve some of it to top it in the vessel that I'm getting ready to put it in. Because I don't want the cilantro to completely overpower the dish. So let's see what happens. All right, let's shove that over there. Let's bring our bowl back. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Look, y'all. Oh, see, it just needed a little punch of color. It just looked like beige. I like this better. Now here's what I love about this. There's no cooking. It's assembling. It's layering ingredients and putting it in a dish. Okay, we're gonna do another taste test. I need a clean spoon. Okay, here's the clean spoon. Let's get the clean spoon. Put it on the used spoon. Oh yeah. Oh, I like the crunch too. Okay. Cilantro. I really think that was just enough. That's maybe a third of the bunch that I just chopped up. Maybe. Oh, now we're cooking. Look at the pretty layers. Ooh. And look, y'all, the mayonnaise thickened up really good with that cheese. Yeah, this tastes just like the stuff you get in a cup on the street. Especially from the gas stations in Texas. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Now, these flavors are gonna meld, so I don't want to do too much more. Now, before I serve it, I'm gonna I'll do another taste test to see what else it needs. So let's get it in the vessel that we're gonna serve it in. Okay, y'all, we are gonna serve it. Because we're doing a big party for 50 people. We're gonna put this right into the pan, and we'll see if a number 10 can fits. They usually do, but we added a bunch of stuff to it, so. Oh darn, I spilled. Oh yeah, it'll fit. There we go. It's gonna fit because I'm gonna serve me some out of this. Okay. This is a half of a sheet pan. Oh yeah. I want to taste this properly dressed so bad. Okay. Let me clean up my mess and I'll serve me up a helping so you guys can see what that looks like. That looks Okay, y'all, here it is. It's magical. Okay, these are like all the pieces that I picked up off the table. So I'm gonna make Greg one for when he gets home. Set that over here. Then I'm gonna I'll make me one. So, like I said before, usually when you get this served, or traditionally, they're gonna put corn and they're gonna make layers and then you stir it up. Well, we are gonna just stir it up for them because they're probably gonna put it on a plate, not a cup. And so this is the street corn and what it's gonna look like. And then what you do is you can top it with some more cheese, but I'm gonna take Cholula, dump a little Cholula on there. And I'm gonna take my fancy spoon and I'm gonna do a taste test. So y'all, I'll be right back for a taste test. Okay, y'all ready? You gotta mix it up just like you would standing on the street. I love it. It tastes just like it would on the street. The tanginess of the tahini. And y'all make sure you use real mayonnaise. Don't use Miracle Whip. This has to be real mayonnaise. You're not going to get that little zip. I can't wait for to eat this tomorrow because it's going to be way better because all the flavors are going to meld and the corn's going to soak up some of the flavor of that tahini. Y'all, this is definitely worth it. Definitely. I'm going to shove my face full and I'll be back. It was so good. Okay, y'all, that was so simple. I was kind of worried about going into this going, okay, I've never done this before. The ingredient list looks okay. You know, it's just literally throw it all in a bowl, mix it up. But I will tell you, that was intimidating, but so worth it. I'm not upset that it's canned corn. Obviously, the corn on the cob version at the fairs or down in Mexico is way better. It's just because I don't know if it's just the atmosphere and it being on a stick makes it better, but this is darn close. And it's throw it in a bowl, put it in the refrigerator and serve away. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I know that my guests are going to absolutely love it. And hopefully you stick around for the next video coming next Thursday because we're gonna show you everything else we do for a party of 50. So it's gonna be fun. Thanks again for watching, guys, and spending time with me. Please like and subscribe. It helps the video and it promotes the channel. And until we see you on the next video, bye, y'all.